we are much lower than normal, and we have a new, technically, setup. But if you're new here, this is normally not how I sound because I really am sick. I don't want to talk too loud, but this is like literally I'm starting to feel the sore throat happen as we speak. So I'm gonna be eating a lot of candies, a lot of gummies, and it's not gonna be great. But as you can see from the slightly new setup, we have a new angle, a behind shot effectively, and it is crazy. It's a lot different than normal, so it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, I I actually like it because I can do a bunch of things, but it is relatively new and I don't actually know how to use it, right? But we're gonna try to get a couple photos here. I know, as usual, I am late, but if I change the stream time, what's gonna happen is, guess what? I'll be late again. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna stay there. We're not gonna do crazy stuff. Alright? Okay, so. Um, oh my god. One of the things I do have to do is find a way to get a charging dock way up there to the secondary camera, which is being shown. I also think maybe point it a little bit more to the left, but it also shows, for example, the actual cam there. Oh my god. Aether, imagine being late. Couldn't be mere for. Oh my god. Okay, look, I'm sick. Alright, I am just sick. Alright. Alright, maybe we're gonna move that a little bit more to the left. I do believe that specific camera has to be a little more to the left. So we're gonna do that real quick. So now we have this moved out of the way, and we can move it around. So normally I'd be shooting from this angle, and then there would be a camera a little bit farther. That way you guys can see what's going on. But this way, we can get multiple shots, because one of the things I have been trying to do recently is get another shot from way over there that allows me to shoot underneath, so you can see what is underneath. I'm probably going to use this clamp that I have over here, and the plan in the future is basically to get a clamp, one of these guys. So this is a magic clamp, they call it. Normally it's not as beefy as the one over there, but it's a magic clamp with an arm, and then I can use this guy to hold a phone, and it can shoot from right underneath, which shows you exactly what it looks like underneath the setup that I have here. I have the usual glass, and because it is much easier to move around, I can actually just rest it on this actual table. This is a photograph table that I think it's a photograph table. It's not really a photograph table. I'm just using it as one. But I can put a cloth. The thing I need right now is a Duvetine cloth to put on top of this. That way it looks like there's going to be no reflections. Because as you can see, as of current, there is a bunch of reflections, which I don't personally like, but it is how it is. And the cool thing is you can have this weird layering effect where you can have that in focus, you can have these things out of focus, but you can have things right underneath it, right? You can just go right through. Like, look at that. You got this weird, cool layering effect that I personally like, but it gets a little messy. I'm gonna be real. In general, it does get a little messy, and I think experimenting with this light, the 150C, is gonna be great. I think that is gonna be the good part. You can see the reflection right here off of the actual lights on the ceiling. It's not great, honestly, but we're learning. We're trying to figure out how all of this is going to sound. Normally, I'd be a little more hype, but if I talk way too much, my throat gets a lot more painful. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of the halls over there on the side, but okay. Let's not dilly-dally here. Forgot I didn't even have this showing. So you can see my reflection right now. It's just, like, you can just see it. Which is what I don't like about it. So we might scrap this particular idea and just go with a flat lay, a regular flat lay, as usual. But let's try this here. The thing I hate about IEMs is quite literally they are so small that fitting anything underneath it is next to impossible, right? Handy dandy little thing there. How are you guys liking the mic placement now? Because before the mic placement was quite literally right out of frame. Now it's within frame, but I don't know if it's worth it. There's like just a fur ball right there. Oh my god. You know, like you fur ball. There we go. Just outside of frame. Oh my god, you can see it in frame with the other camera. Ah. Come on. Alright, let me move it this way. There we go. So move it that way. A little bit more to the left. It is closer to where my voice is if I was to look at chat. And then move over here. One of the things I don't like about this setup is that I have to look all the way back to see chat, which means I'm focused entirely into this section. And then I have to move the mic a little bit more. So I'm a lot more dynamic in this very specific shot compared to normal. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't really be talking because honestly, it's gonna be one of those few things where since I'm sick, talking is not great. Talking is not great. At work, I was not talking. Man. Can you see the Cambridge logo? Maybe we are gonna have to do a manual here. Okay, we barely see the Cambridge logo on either of the earbuds, but it is there, so we need to tilt it a little bit this way in order to even see it. Okay. Oh, this way. So we need it in this very specific light in order to see Cambridge. Cambridge Audio has made these IMs. These are the Melomania M100. I'm doing a write-up for these on work at work. Jesus Christ. Alright, so what I normally use is this guy. So this is poster putty. This is from Faber-Castell. It's actually just used to hold posters up the wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have this hold the IEMs, and because it's made for posters, it sticks just enough that they're sticky. It wants to be removable. That's what it wants to be. Grab these. So we have 2 pieces of putty that we've used previously. Oh, there we go. 2 pieces of putty that we have used previously. And I'm gonna grab one of them. And it of course falls to the floor, and hopefully there isn't too many things on the floor that remove its stickiness. So we're gonna shape that. You can see, we're just gonna shape it. Wow, the tracking just went crazy. Alright, and then we're gonna see if we can put this on the underside. The downside here is make sure you do not put this into any of the microphone vents, because if you do, that is going to be terribly hard to remove. And I don't necessarily want that either. Okay, let's see if we can get this to go through. I think this is a vertical photo. We do have to do a vertical photo first. Let's do this. Ooh, I realized that. I have to do that every time I change scenes. It's not that often for this one here, so it should be fine. Okay, let's do it this way. There we go. You need to rub that off because as you can see, a bunch of my sweat is just stacked there. I think this specific, there you go. I think that looks great in terms of a shadow. In terms of these guys, we're gonna push this through. Yeah, I think those make sense. I'm gonna put this here. I do not want it down there. I think okay, maybe the angle for this is not great. Maybe we can just put this here and then we can move these closer to it. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, maybe we should have the, yeah, I think we should have the Melomania, the actual IEMs outside of the actual frames. As you can see, the shadows are being shown, so we want it to be somewhere over here, I guess. That makes more sense. And like I said, we're gonna rearrange this so that the Cambridge Audio is actually showing. something like there. Not that great, honestly, because there's a bunch of these Cambridge audio. The glare is a lot. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna see if we can get the whole of Cambridge to stay there. And then we're gonna try to get the polarizer in order to get most of the reflections out. Okay, we're gonna try that. So we're gonna put this right underneath it. So that's the poster putty we had earlier. Now we can just arrange it a little bit there. We might need to go a little further inwards, to be honest. Yeah, a little further inwards, and then we need maybe a Duvetine to get a proper look here. I might nix the glass today, because right now I don't have the equipment to use the glass properly. We might need to turn off all the lights if we want to do that, which is something I don't necessarily want to do right now. Not only that, a lot of the reflections are caused specifically by the 150C that we have up here. So, honestly, maybe we'll nix the glass for this specific round. But right now, as you can see, I just have a bunch of things that are reflecting. That's why I have this little piece over here to make sure. We can just wipe those off, as you can see. Right? But looks like we still need to go up, forward a lot more. Yeah, and I'm not liking how this looks whatsoever. I like the composition a little more, but I don't like the left earbud there. Maybe here? The left earbud here kind of works. The downside is, for me, I don't like that the shadows over up the top left hand corner are relatively prominent. I do not like that this shade is too seen, if you know what I mean. It's not great. Not great. But if I can get a clean slate of this, I think this would be great. Okay, we're gonna take this off. And that's a cool thing about these things. The residue is easy to remove. You don't even need alcohol, you don't need anything. You just need a cloth and you just need to pull it off. That's great. Maple, hey, how are you? Setup looking wild? Yeah, it's kind of new. I bought this very specific table just so that I can actually get this glass up here. But I also forgot that I need Duvetine to cover the top, which is part of the initial plan. However, I didn't really buy that. And unfortunately, I'm sick. So yeah, it's a little crazy. But we're gonna nix that idea because I don't have the actual equipment to use this in the way I wanted to. I might be able to if I go a little closer here. For example, if I go much lower. Boom. If I go much lower, it's not that bad. I'm gonna be real. It's not horrible, but that's not bad. I was playing with the dough. Alright, let me clean off this top section here. See if we can get a lot clearer. Yeah, because you can barely see the wires and stuff. The wires actually are less distracting more than anything. I'm gonna go crazy here. Let's see if we can get as much of the dust away as possible. What is this? What is that? There's something bouncing light. And this is why you do not buy a white camera, guys. If you're doing photography, buy a black camera. Do not buy a white camera. I can see the camera. You can see the little edge right there. And even with the cage, I want to buy a skin. I want to buy a new camera that's black just for this setup. And then have this be the dedicated video cam. I do have... my brother does have a camera that they do not use on constantly. So I might just borrow that. But we'll see where this goes. I think this is okay-ish, but as you can see, there's a bunch of shadows now that I don't hate, but I also don't necessarily want. And we're gonna decrease the shutter speed to 1. Oh wait, not the shutter speed, the f-stop. Decrease the shutter speed to 1/30. Now we're fine. Take the ISO. We're gonna increase the ISO. Oh, increase the ISO here. Boom. So I think increase a little bit more. There you go. And let's go with F11, I think would be great for this specifically. And then 320. Yeah, F11 at 320. Okay, we're getting that line here. Might be able to move a little to the left. There we go. We move it a little to the left. And then we can put this underneath. And in order to get rid of that reflection, we're just gonna put that here. Okay, good. Then we are going to, what is the logo looking like? I think the logo for Melomania. Alright, so we don't have a lot of things out of focus. And then now we need the Cambridge audio bit. There we go, Cambridge, right there. I think we need to move that Cambridge a little lower, so we're gonna take this. So we are in photo mode 3x2. Okay, good. We are in photo mode 3x2. We might go up a little bit. We're gonna go up slightly. There we go. Slight bit up. There we go. We got the Cambridge. Now what we need is a little bit of fill on that left hand side. We're gonna take our filler plate, which is just literally, I kid you not, from a food tin. Boom. As you can see, you got Cambridge and it's showing. It's great. It's amazing. And that's all we need. Honestly, I could use a lot more of these little tins. If I can get a friction arm, all I need are the cheap friction arms with the clamps, and I can hold it and just leave it there, and I just, it'll be great. It would be great. Eventually, but I don't have so much money. I only have X amount of funds to do this thing. So alright, so we're gonna take this photo. So as you can see, without the reflector, we are missing that left hand side there. Now with the reflector, a little this way. Yeah, and the closer and more backwards we go, you can start to see that Cambridge audio. So we are going to use this for the Cambridge audio stuff. And oh, if we go too close, that left hand side starts to get a reflection. So we're gonna keep it just here. We got Cambridge, we got the logo, we got the bottom there. The only thing that we have is this little messy bit here. So we're gonna clean that up before we actually take that shot. Right. Yeah, we can do that. I think more to the left. Left here is great. Okay. Boom. We are good now. I think this makes a lot more sense than before. And again, we're gonna take this. We're gonna hit that reflection, and we're going to take that photo. There we go. That's where we want it to be. Right there. The Cambridge, this little section there. Not going through. I can't seem to get yo high but also lurking because you're feeling kind of if you understand. Yeah, no, I'm same. I literally have I have a sore throat right now, Caps. How have you been? And also, seriously, just get turbo. Don't sub. Don't sub. Because that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And with turbo, at least you can get rid of the ads across the site. Was it Twitch Turbo? Or was it like Twitch Nitro or something? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not good, but could be doing better, but you know, not the best. Maybe we move a little bit more to the left here. We're gonna take this light, we're gonna move it yet again. Oh, finally. We got it. Got it. We got it. Okay, we got it. We got the photo, guys. We got the photo, boys. Yeah, it's up to 8,089 per. Yeah, you really should. I don't know if you can undo that, but if you're able to, just do turbo, because it's gonna do the same thing. There, Caps. Alright, let's go take this photo. If only I had a black camera. It would be great. I do not. Which sucks. I think you had pre-sub you, though, for 6 months, I think. Don't remember. Oh, no. No, why? Oh, you do this to yourself, Caps. There we go. I think we got the photos. Yeah, we did get the photo, kind of, but one, we have our arm in the frame. Okay, we'll adjust the timer to 5 seconds. Boom. So we do have the photo, so let's see if we do. So we have the photo for the most part. For the most part, we have the photo. We got the camera section, we got the logo. The downside is we don't have a clean slate of that. So what we might be able to do, we might take this photo. As you can see, we got that photo, and we can. Why? Because cool. It only allows you to sub to one person though. Technically, you have a Prime sub, but you can't use it on mobile. No, Turbo is not that you sub to one person or anything. Turbo is basically YouTube Premium, except it's for Twitch. So you get no ads or anything, right? And then they get a percentage, and the streamer gets a percentage of the money, depending on your watch time from that streamer. So for example, Turbo is about like $12 Canadian. So if, and then Twitch takes, I think, 30% of it. So Twitch takes 30% of that $12, which is gonna be about remaining 8. So 8 divided by the percentage of whoever you watch. So it's like if you watch 50% me, 50% yourself, you get 50% of your own revenue, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, but Turbo actually pays a lot more than people think. So if everyone on the platform just use Turbo instead of relying on gift subs, it might be a little more sustainable than going for ads and whatnot. Yeah. Or for subs, right? Especially when people actually use it for a huge time, or for a lot. Okay, so we got that. So what we're gonna do is we are going to go into manual focus. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. There we go. So we got another shot. Oh, Nate, you weren't aware? Yeah. No, a lot of people don't think that is the case, but that is the case. It actually helps out. It's like it's not big, but it is better than ads. Yeah, it's not as big as actual subs, which is fine. It is what it is. I'm not against it. Boom. So we got 2 photos. So what that allows me to do is I can take a composite where I take this photo and then the other photo, I cut out the in focus parts of the other photo and then layer it on top of this. That way I have a clean slate. And because it was the glass piece over this, that means the shadows are practically the same, but we're not going to get the reflection. So that's what I'm aiming to do with this photo. So it's going to be the first time I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to rotoscope it. It's not that great, but we'll see how it goes afterwards. What I can also do, I can, for example, manual focus, boom, take another photo, and since it is in focus, it does have the advantage of I can use either or section. Okay. All right, what time is it? 8 minutes till 11. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the photos. So we're gonna move these things up. Boom. So it's been roughly 2 hours since I had my little strepsil there. So I can take one more. Oh, Jesus. I'll take one more strepsil. We should be good. All this really does, and if you don't know what a strepsil is, so it's basically Halls, but it has a local anesthetic or a topical anesthetic that makes your throat relatively numb. So if you have a sore throat, it kind of goes away because you can't feel your throat. Boom, oh my god, you can see my things, oh no. Okay. So we have a couple of shots here. Oh, maybe before moving that, I should have got one with the earbuds on one section, eh? Okay. Well, maybe for next time, eh? Maybe for next. That's a difference. Right? Let's take that. issue over. I know with this very specific mic, it's not great in how it takes movement. All right, so technically this is gonna be the photo. This is the photo that I want. I don't necessarily want to fix all the dust issues that are on it. So we had issues there. So this and this. Yeah, it looks like the glass moved a little bit. I think this is fine. All right. Oh, unable to display. Jeez. There we go. So we were able to not take the photos. So this is the only photo we got. So it's either this, or this, or this, or this. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong, but it took 2 hours just because of a power issue. So if you have issues with your camera, especially when you are shooting from a power source, you want to make sure you have enough power, because if you don't have enough power, apparently it doesn't want to take any photos, which is weird. I don't know how that works, but that's how it works. I don't like it, but I don't have to. That is ridiculous. Honestly, that was in itself ridiculous. So yeah. Oh my god. Why did I do that to myself? Why? Effectively, why? I'm just an idiot. Alright, so this is a decent photo. I don't hate this type of photo. This is similar to what you would find in something like Instagram. I think I can get away with putting the earbuds into the case and having the shot just be like this. I think this is not a bad look for it. Okay. As you can see, I just have a bunch of things right now. There is a bunch of schedule changes. So for example, Monday is going to be the swappable day, where it is Monday is going to be either the keyboard stream or a gaming stream, and then the Tuesday is definitely guaranteed to be a photo stream, and then after the photo stream is going to be another gaming stream, which allows me to in the future move between a photo stream and a gaming stream. Not photo stream, a gaming stream, and then like some sort of creative stream, versus just gaming all the time, because gaming can get a little weird or a little much. But you know, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to have a nice one. I'll try not to be late for tomorrow. Bye.